The village was still reeling from the confrontation that shook its quiet streets. Amina sat by the window, her mind filled with the echoes of Usman's voice and the accusations he hurled at Bello. The weight of her decision pressed down on her, heavier now than ever. Her mother, Hawa, entered the room, her face stern yet concerned. She had heard the whispers in the village, the rumors of what had transpired. Hawa believed she had secured her daughter's future, but now, uncertainty clouded her every thought. Amina's silence spoke volumes, but the battle within her heart remained hidden, even from those closest to her. Across the village, Usman could find no rest. The confrontation with Bello had only intensified his fears for Amina. He knew he had revealed too much, yet it wasn't enough. Bello's influence ran deep, and Usman was just one man against a powerful foe. He paced his small home, his mind racing with thoughts of what he could do next. The love he held for Amina was his only guide, but even that was being tested. How could he protect her from a man as dangerous as Bello without losing everything in the process? Bello was not a man easily defeated. The confrontation had been an inconvenience, a small bump in his path to power. But now, his mind turned to retribution. In the shadows of his mansion, he gathered a group of loyal men, their faces as hard as the stones that built their village. Bello spoke in hushed tones, his words dripping with cold calculation. Usman's interference would not go unpunished. Bello would ensure that his plans would proceed, no matter the cost. Amina would be his, and with her, the power he craved. But first, he needed to eliminate the obstacle in his way, Usman. Amina could no longer escape the weight of the village's eyes upon her. As she walked through the market, the whispers of the villagers followed her every step. They spoke of the confrontation, of the choice she now faced. Duty or love, tradition or her heart. These were the questions that haunted her every moment. Her mind was torn between the safety of her family's expectations and the wild, untamed love she felt for Usman. The market, once a place of comfort and familiarity, now felt like a battlefield. With each glance, each word, a reminder of the decision she could no longer avoid. Under the cover of darkness, Amina and Usman met by the river, the place where so many of their memories were made. But this time, the air between them was heavy with tension and uncertainty. Amina's eyes were filled with questions, and Usman's with determination. He told her of Bello's plans, of the danger that now loomed over them both. But Amina's heart was torn. Could she truly abandon her family's wishes, or could she find a way to follow her heart without bringing ruin to those she loved? Usman's words were desperate, pleading, but he knew that the decision was not his to make. The river, once a symbol of their love, now mirrored the turmoil of their souls. As they parted, the weight of what was to come settled upon them both, a burden they would have to carry alone. Bello did not wait long to strike. As Usman walked through the village that night, he could not shake the feeling that he was being watched. The shadows seemed to stretch longer, the night colder, but it was too late. Before he could react, Bello's men emerged from the darkness, their intentions clear. Usman fought back with all his strength, but the odds were against him. The night echoed with the sounds of struggle, of pain, of desperation. In the end, Usman lay on the ground, battered and broken, as Bello's men disappeared back into the shadows, their mission complete. Usman's fate hung in the balance, and with it, the future of his love with Amina. Back in her room, Amina felt a coldness in her heart that she couldn't explain. The village seemed quieter, and the night was still. A single tear fell as she looked out at the village, the place she had called home all her life. But home was no longer a refuge. It was a place of conflict, of pain, of impossible choices. Amina knew then that her path would not be an easy one. The love she held for Usman and her duty to her family could not coexist. One would have to be sacrificed, and as she turned away from the window, she knew that the time for that decision was drawing near.